Welcome to episode number 76 of the Roundtable. I'm Grant Brisbee. I'm here with Andy McCullough and Mr. Marc Carig. Mr. Carig, it is a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Yes, let's hurry this along. I've got a hard out at 4:30.
Okay. Boy, you're tough now.
Yeah.
You're our boss.
I'm trying.
I thought you were our boss before, but now you're like really our boss.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I could cut your benefits off like tomorrow. Yeah.
That's all right. Just a couple of pre-existing conditions. Who's counting? Andy, how are you doing?
I really think we need to speed through this. Marc has very important people to meet with. He's obviously dressed for the occasion. He is aware that there have been transactions in baseball, and we're all ready to pod.
All right, we're ready to pod. Just for you listening at home, Marc has a custom T-shirt in athletic font. I really do like it. That reads "Pizza Eater" because that's what he is. He's a pizza eater. He doesn't have time for us.
That's right.
True. It's true. Marc is now one of the people who sends out company-wide emails applauding everyone for doing their jobs.
Yeah, so, the secret to writing good baseball writing is to write good baseball writing, and then he cashes his check.
That's right.
Yeah.
And write shorter.
Yeah.
That's the other secret to this. You want to write to length.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know what that means. I just know that people
sure don't.
pay by the word, man. Pay by the word.
That is 100% not how your contract works.
No,
Marc showed it to me. Yeah, he's reworking it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not paid by word?
No, it's actually not even a contract.
Oh, wow.
No, we're going to start taking out the dollar amount of your word count from the base pay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
You know what?
Legal says it's fine. That's the 4:30. I'm just
That's
making
funny.
sure.
Like a 33% reduction easily. Just get rid of the verbs. Just Logan Webb, Logan Webb, good. Logan Webb, and that replaces
Do I
no
hit
verbs.
the bell for that? Does that?
Yeah, that's
There
all.
we go.
Is that the bell from your home, or is that a new bell?
That's actually the bell.
That's the bell.
That's
love
the
that.
bell.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to special order it from Amazon.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I just
okay.
Put in bell. Anyways, we have some housekeeping to get through.
We do.
So this weekend, I flew in on Sunday early, specifically so that I could watch the 49ers play the Eagles. Andy didn't watch because he was too nervous.
No, Grant, the technical term for what I was doing yesterday was working.
Working.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I was working at the Athletic,
Okay.
where I work for Marc Carig.
Oh, okay. What scoops did you break, Andy?
Ooh, it's
scoops?
getting real.
I ran down several things that turned out to be not true, and so we didn't publish them.
Anyway, Andy's Eagles lost.
What
to-
scoops did we break? This
Yeah, you're working. Yeah. Where's
yeah.
Otani signing? Come on, do something useful. No, I'm just kidding. He's looking at me with Marc, save me.
I don't know.
How come
man.
you
This
guys can
is-
poke at each other like that?
No, I'm saying keep going.
Oh, okay.
Double down.
Yeah, now that I'm Marc's official, stooge, now that I'm his oversized ogre right hand man,
It's imbalanced.
yeah, I'm empowered now.
He's empowered.
I'm not afraid of anyone.
Everybody's empowered. Everybody is empowered.
Everybody's empowered. So because Andy's Eagles lost, we have sourced the hottest chicken that we could source that was delivered.
That was
I know the purists would say you got to have Princes or you got to
Sure.
have they've got
Hattie
their
B's or whatever.
yeah, exactly. This is Hattie B's.
Oh,
So
is this Hattie B's?
This is sort of like a newcomer, right? And it's hot enough and it's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
But this is Shut the Cluck Up. It's
Yeah,
their hottest.
Yeah, this
Wow.
is So the Philadelphia Eagles got smoked
Smoked.
yesterday. I didn't watch the game. I have a great policy with the Philadelphia Eagles. I do not watch games that I think they're going to lose
Oh my
because
God.
I do. How much of this do I have to eat?
Just a bite, man.
Good
Just
Lord.
Yeah, no. I mean, so it's glowing in front of them.
Yeah, I will say this. I do okay with spicy food. I'm not an anti-spicy food person.
Okay, that's good.
I genuinely hate hot chicken.
Really?
I hate the flavor profile. It sucks. I really don't enjoy it. And so
Can you take a quick time out here?
Yeah, sure.
real
What's up,
quick?
man?
Can we make sure that you are totally cool to do this? You're not under duress. You're not going to sue the company. When your gastrointestinal system's getting treated like the Philadelphia Eagles. That you're clear with this, right? You're not.
Wow. I cannot believe that a lifelong Niners fan like you, Marc, would engage in such sort of trash talk.
Carl Rothman rules.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we can agree.
All right, I'm gonna take my headset off to do this, and we'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna announce it like a
You can
call from
narrate
Pixar.
while I'm doing
Ooh,
this.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
No, he's lining this up right now.
Andy McCullough steps up to the chicken. He's gonna take a little bite. He's using a fork and knife, European style.
It's in the hole.
Oh,
It's in the
good.
hole.
It's good. All right. Look, think. Just a
Well,
quick.
it's an F word.
Dude, there's a lot of swearing going
There's a
on
lot
here,
of
folks.
swearing.
Yeah, what do you think about Brock Purdy now, huh?
Wow.
This is how much I love Jalen Hurts.
Okay,
Doing this for Jalen.
man. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That Andy just pounded to shut the cluck up. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And now he's really feeling it because the flavor profile, it kind of comes and it
Medic.
it lasts for a while.
Oh. Now look what you've done.
We should have had milk. That's not going to help.
It's okay. We have a new sponsor here, Moon Pie.
That's a Tennessee treat. This is. I understand if this isn't like the greatest audio format, but Andy's dying right now, and I'm gonna have to try it after the podcast.
Now look what you've done. You've killed one of our partners.
It's not me. It's Debo Samuel. It's the magic of Christian McCaffrey.
Oh my God, Andy, are you okay? Oh, he's tearing up. Oh boy, the tears are here.
Okay, well, he could say that he's done this before, or like it's an anecdote for the future. I hope you've tuned into the Athletic MLB show for some winter meetings news, because we've been talking about Mark's new job and Andy eating a moon pie to chase down the Nashville hot chicken.
All the
because of a football
stuff.
game.
Yeah, because of a football game. Even better.
This is so good. This is
This is what the subscribers, subscribe for. Right
now,
here.
remember that we have a YouTube channel. So the they just brought Andy some sparkling water. So he says it's going to make it worse. The bubbles they'll help bring the flavor out. But we want to remind you that we have a YouTube channel. So this will be on YouTube. And while the audio does it justice, I think the video, you do need a little audio visual combination.
Chelsea Janes from the Washington Post is literally pointing and laughing at you right now. It's happening.
This is why I thought we should do it at the end. Now we have no podcast.
Now we're screwed.
All right, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh God. Rumor. There's a trade. Braves, Mariners.
God damn it.
Yeah. There was. Let's let Andy get back into this. Andy.
You got something on your.
Yes, it's your pride. No, you're not.
Oh
no.
We got a Cespedes barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, have another bite.
Yeah. So Jake,
dummy.
Jake from Cespedes Barbecue just took a bite. He's going to be a macho man off camera, and I'm going to look at him the whole time while we talk about Jared. Jared Kalenic.
All right, here's the deal.
There we go.
Here's the deal. Okay. God.
Oh no.
Here's the deal. Look, listen. Listen. Oh man!
So back in 2015, when you were working for the Los Angeles Times, you wrote
working for the Royals.
No, I'm trying to do the Sean from Hot Ones. Like I'm trying to do
yeah.
Like he's primed for some.
No, here's the thing. Otani hasn't signed yet.
Yeah,
true.
And until Shohei Otani signs, everything's stuck. Right. The Juan Soto market is stuck. The Yamamoto market is stuck. And Yamamoto also holds the keys to the pitching market because the Sonny Gray deal set the AAV thing high enough that a lot of players who are in that tier want that number. It's going to be hard to get 25. Blake Snell can't move until Yamamoto moves, unless someone jumps at his number. And with Soto, it's going to be hard for teams to jump in until they have clarity about whether or not they're getting Otani. And there's a crossover between those. So this is all a long way of saying nothing's happening. But so I'm eating hot chicken and in legitimately physical pain.
Yeah.
My like the tears hurt, which I didn't know was possible.
That sounds like a pop song. You're a lyricist at heart, man.
Right. Yeah.
The tears hurt so good.
Yeah. So spicy the tears hurt. Oh my Lord. Anyway,
But is
So
there
there was some trade,
But is there a team that's not waiting for Ohtani? Like, is there like one team that's like, yeah, we can do Ohtani and Yamamoto, or we can do like we get
No.
Ohtani or don't,
no, because like there are teams who have, like the Dodgers, for example, have interest in both, right?
Yeah.
But like financially, it's hard to see them committing the resources to get both, right? Because you're talking about 80 million in AAV.
Yeah.
For those two players, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like I think that it's hard to foresee both those guys like ending up on the same club. It's hard to foresee someone who gets Ohtani also trading for Soto, just because the numbers again get up pretty significantly. So yeah, I mean, I think that there are, there's still the Tyler Glasnow market, the Dylan Cease market. Those things are all kind of stoppered behind the free agent market because, no one's going to jump on the prices until some of this stuff moves. And so Ohtani holds the keys to all of it. There's been reporting, I believe it was Andy Martino from SNY had, that Yamamoto is going to be meeting with teams next week. And so, that's going to be delayed. And then there's been a lot of smoke about Ohtani with various clubs, over the weekend, going into this week, where if he's doing meetings here, doing it in LA, there's Toronto smoke, there's Cubs smoke. It's a smoky time. We're near the Smoky Mountains, and it's a time for smoke and wildfire, and my mouth tastes like ash right now.
That's ash with the soft age. But do you think
my mouth tastes like standing outside the winter meeting smoking cigarettes with Marc Carig 12 years ago?
Oh boy.
Yeah, did Jim Leland hook up with you and smoke a couple?
No, not this time. Not this time. 12 years ago, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 12 years
No,
ago.
it wasn't. That was Wash. My bad.
Yeah, it was Wash.
It was Wash.
Anyway, I don't know. So whatever, man. I'm in pain, but we'll get through it. Nothing's happening. That's the thing, is like where things are just, things are kind of stuck, and that could change. But until Ohtani moves, everything is.
Well, I mean, what are the chances Ohtani moves at the winter meetings? Like 90%.
I have no idea.
Like, it feels like this is gonna happen
should.
here.
Do
Like,
you feel
I
like
mean,
he doesn't have any obligation, like personally, like he's on his own clock. He's on his own clock. It'd be
Yeah, I
better
mean,
for baseball.
I know what Major League Baseball would prefer.
sure. And I
know what all the reporters in this building would prefer, and I know what all the teams would prefer.
I think that's what I'm saying. I actually think, because like, okay, the winter meetings, the fun of it is sort of the potential for all of this stuff happening. And there are some times where it's like, you know what? Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
All right. This is one where if I had to bet, oh, it's happening. Stop, producer Brian. That was just entertainment purposes only. I wasn't actually betting on baseball. Not Grant.
Wow, it
I
sounds
got a
like
sawbuck on it.
sounds like Mark's 4:30 meeting is going to be a lot more complicated.
Yes, I'm going over my parlays for the next week.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
yeah.
like
He's meeting his bookie.
that's right. No, I think that this is one of those rare winter meetings where I actually think the fireworks are happening here.
Really?
Yeah, I do. It feels like it. It feels like that process is sped along. I mean, Andy's referred to some of the reporting we've seen. I think this dude's had his conversations or is having his conversations. It just feels like it's lining up for now.
Yeah, I remember last year in San Diego, there was the athletic happy hour. We mingle with our colleagues and coworkers, and the buzz was Judge to the Giants, right? And I was like plotting, how do I get back to the hotel room? How do I go? And how do I make this work? I'm plotting, and nothing. It feels like that to me. Like I know Judge signed at the winter meetings eventually, but it feels like it's just going to get strung out, and then there's going to be the Rule 5 draft, and everyone's going to be gone.
You think that really?
I do.
Wow.
In my heart of hearts.
We're like totally opposite.
Yeah, I think you're wrong, Mark.
Wow. Outvoted.
No, I think that, well, actually, the winter meetings, the past two times they've happened,
Well,
which was 2019 and 2022, were actually very action-packed.
Yes.
There was a lot of stuff going on and stuff happening before. And I think what is different this year is one player controls things in a way that Aaron Judge did not, because teams who were in on Aaron Judge weren't necessarily in on
Bogarts.
Well, the Padres ended up being in on both. So, but there was at least like some of the teams were in the same pool, but it didn't prevent anyone from doing anything. So, yeah, I think that it would be great for the sport if Ohtani did something. I think baseball fans, executives, everyone would prefer it, but he's on his clock. He's been on his clock the whole time. It's hard to figure that there's not a fair offer out there for, or at least an offer that, surpasses 5 already, even though apparently if like you say that you met with him, he'll immediately be like, I'm not not coming.
Right.
So who knows? I mean, it's all like sort of a contrived mystery that I think is a little bit tedious. Jorge Castillo in the LA Times had a pretty good column today about how like it's actually bad for baseball that they're emphasizing they're not saying anything about what's going on. And if you're trying to publicize the game and get more attention to it, you should be like, it should be a huge deal if he goes to Toronto, or like goes to Toronto to visit or something like that, right? Like that's huge for the sport. That's huge for the sport if he's visiting Chicago, if he's visiting San Francisco, if the teams are flying in, like that's good publicity for the industry. It's his right to choose his path, but like it also conflicts with, I think, what's good publicity.
Do you guys want to know a scoop?
Yes, Brant.
Shohei Ohtani on Instagram follows 177 people now. Do you know who his latest follow was? Today.
Jared Kelenic.
Is Logan Webb. Logan Webb.
Oh.
That's
Didn't Logan
right.
Webb say something about how he wouldn't follow him back? Didn't Logan Webb said he followed Ohtani on Instagram and Ohtani didn't follow him back? This was like an interview like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's like precedent. It's not just, no, I'm choosing. Nope. It means something.
Don't you like professionally write about the Giants? Why do I know that?
Okay. So you want a real scoop? I've been saving this. Siri, where is Shohei Ohtani signing? Look, it says Chonies. All right, I don't have a scoop. Okay, Siri didn't have anything for me.
It's kind of one of the things about being the winter meetings is you run into so many people in baseball, and you run into people of all executives, managers, players, former players. I am stunned when people say they watch this show and listen to this show.
Stunning.
It is.
Stunning.
Yeah. They're like, I love the Roundtable, and I'm like,
why?
Why?
Yeah.
Like, can I put you in touch with our EMP team or whatever it is?
Yeah. It seems like it's for a certain type of knucklehead that shouldn't be employed. Not just by a baseball team,
but
just in general.
In general,
yeah.
In general.
Yeah. It's knucklehead is a good. Yeah, they shouldn't be the Roundtable heads. They should be the knuckleheads.
Look, I mean, look at this. We're talking on the round table at this big ass rectangular table.
It's a rectangular.
Yeah,
It's the rectangular table. Yeah, that's true.
Why are you looking at your watch, Andy?
I have a hard out at 4:30.
You do. Management meeting?
No, I got to finish this chicken off mic, and I'll be swearing too much. Can we send the dorks in so we can talk about this trade?
Yeah. We got dorks. Are they here? I think we're early with the dorks.
Well, we're a couple minutes early.
Where are these dorks?
Where are they? Was anyone? Look for someone out there eavesdropping. His name's Jake.
What a jerk off.
No, I think they're early, so we have to vamp more.
I thought they're coming in. All right, whatever. 4 minutes, whatever. Anyway.
All right, so which team that Ohtani has been casually linked to is definitely not getting him, in your opinion? Like when you're hearing the Braves are in, are you like, okay, yeah, I can see it, or the Blue Jays or
Cubs?
Yeah,
just Cubs.
But they were one of his finalists, one of his 6 finalists.
Yeah, I don't know. You asked me to pick a team. I don't know. I mean, great. Who do you think?
He's going to say Giants. I'm just kidding.
Because like all of them, every landing spot makes sense.
I don't think the Braves make sense.
Why?
Because they're so good already. They have such young talent. And I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to read tea leaves and get in, armchair psychology territory, but I don't feel like he wants to go to the team that's already got everything and can just throw an Ohtani on and laugh.
Okay, so why does he why do people keep saying that he's asking around about the Braves?
No one knows what he's not asking around about the Braves.
It's been reported otherwise. Like
Well,
I've heard different, I would say.
Yeah,
but it's all fourth hand.
Yeah.
So it's like, someone related to Ohtani asked someone related to, it's like Ferris Bueller type stuff, right? Like, his cousin's sister's uncle's niece said he's interested. I don't know. I mean, I think that theoretically, right?
Yeah.
If part of the reason you theoretically chose the Angels is you wanted to, lead this franchise to prominence and be the face of it.
Sure.
And then you, lost like 87 games every year for the first 6 years of your career. Maybe it's like, well, what if I went and played on the best team?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, maybe he's like, maybe he's doing that.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, all I'm saying is that I have not received one single text from him about the Braves.
Okay. I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Have you tried Ipe?
What?
Have you tried Ipe, his interpreter?
Well, I'm not getting texts from
Someone argued
anyone.
that Ipe
I think that's
is
just
the guy.
I think that's just a service issue here.
Yeah. Okay, he's probably trying to text me. No.
Get on the Wi-Fi.
Factor.
Just
meal
wouldn't that be
delivery.
hilarious? By the way,
What's that?
the team-friendly Braves, all these team-friendly, lock him up to extensions, all this stuff. And
I
they
was,
also end up with
That's how they subsidize them.
man. that'd
We've
be
been
amazing.
there's been a lot of speculation. We've been making some friendly wagers and stuff here, not related to like us betting on things like the outcomes of games, but like who's gonna break the news, who's gonna get it, right? And I was trying to get odds on the Atlanta Braves announcing it in a tweet.
Oh, so
because
good.
the Braves like to break their own
Fine.
transactions. They pride themselves on not leaking, and I was trying to get some action on like what odds will you give me that it's just announced at Braves Shohei Ohtani has agreed to a whatever contract,
and
no
for
one will
entertainment
take it.
purposes only.
Yeah,
What would you throw on that? What number are we throwing at that?
it's like 100 to 1. I feel
100
like
to 1.
70 to 75 to 1, something like
Okay.
that.
All right.
It's pretty. It's a long shot.
It's
Yeah.
a definite long shot.
It's a long shot. But if you think the Braves have a real chance, and that's the way they often, news gets made with them.
I mean, you combine them with the Otani camp, and that is that's a very close lips.
Yeah, exactly.
Couple of
Yeah.
organizations. All right. So we have the Cespedes BBQ boys here.
Hey.
We have Jake Mintz. We have Jordan Sussman.
It is an honor to join two people I look up to and Marc Carig.
Hi guys.
All right. Well, this is not a sponsor, but we have for you guys. We've got some fruit punch. There you go. Just we couldn't really source Capri Suns because they don't sell them in the liquor stores here. But you have bug juice. So bug juice fruit punch. I think it's
How new is bug juice?
Check the expiration date.
Well, I don't mean like this specific bottle, but
Oh,
like
okay.
how is this? Has
Well,
this
I'd
been
be
around?
asking
Is
about
a
this
Nashville
specific
thing?
bottle.
It
Proud-
might be. I don't know. It might be a
sponsor of
regional
the
thing.
1984 Olympics.
Bug juice. Hashtag bug it up.
Is that actually what it says?
Is that really what it's?
No, no.
Oh.
I mean, I
But
can believe it.
How many
You
grams of
believe it?
sugar?
how many grams of sugar?
Wait, no, we have a tagline. It says "Bug Juice Kids," and then with a trademark, it says "Never, never, never give up."
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is
What?
sweet.
Yeah.
I think it says right here.
Bug juice. Give your kids cavities.
And it's pretty applicable to Scott Service over there and the Seattle Mariners, who seem to be
Oh boy.
giving up.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on. Okay,
oh,
so
oh,
I do
Andy's
need
got
to
stuff.
ask.
Yeah, Andy has a question for Jordan.
Well, there was like a viral video of you crying about this trade. Like what?
No. What are you talking about? Crying?
Yeah, you seemed
There were no
very
tears.
upset.
Yeah, I was
Andy, you were
bothered.
the one crying from the chicken.
That's
Big
true.
dog.
I was weeping from the.
I
I
was
just.
bothered.
What aspect?
What aspect? I think I don't know if a lot of it how necessarily shocking because it seems like this is the direction that they've
Yeah.
chosen for this part of the. But I know you're really good at just being like, oh, that happened. But for some of us that still have some level of emotional attachment or investment in baseball teams, it's like, oh wow, that's a lot to kind of process at one time. So
Okay.
But
I mean, it's really, I think too, like for Mariners fans, not to speak for Mariners fans, although there were a lot of people that were like, that's me, is especially for the three players to all be in one trade.
Right.
I know it's easy to like, oh, but how good are they? Who cares? But it's just kind of a lot, if you watch the players for a long time and then it's like, no, they're all gone at the same time.
Yeah.
And you got two pitchers that you don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you put it well this morning, which is like they all represent three very different things about the Seattle Mariners right now, where Evan White was the hope that was lost, and Marco Gonzalez was someone that you cared about when the team was bad, and Jared Kelenic was the chance for a better tomorrow. And at snap of the fingers, for the chance at maybe
Mhm.
adding money to the payroll
Yeah.
is not exactly the way to get the fan base going.
Yeah. Jordan, how did you react when you found out about Santa Claus?
We're
Well,
Jewish, Andy, so
The
we
tooth
knew
fairy.
out the womb, big dog. We knew about Santa. So that's how it goes. When you're Jewish, you leave the womb, and they say Santa Claus isn't real. I'm aware. I'm well aware. How are you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Well,
Thank you,
Georgia.
thank you, George. Did he have
Jake-
coffee or something, or he's had a sip of the bug juice, and that's what happened?
Okay, wait. Actually, let's talk about the bug juice. I had a sip of the bug juice,
How many grams?
and the bug juice is one of the worst things I've ever tasted
Could I try it?
in my life. It is a one-way street to a trip to the dentist. Have some bug juice. Here we go.
Oh man. You see, I got a text. Scott Service talking about his team as Jake's voice floats in from the Athletic podcast. Quote, "I'm Jewish." Incredible juxtaposition. Yep.
That's the magic of the winter meetings right there. That's it.
That's why we're here. That's why
That's
they put
why
us
we're
on a
here.
plane.
Brian, it's going to be a heavy edit.
Heavy.
You want to? We can start this over if you
No,
want.
no, we're good. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, Brian's the, you know,
Brian,
he
we do stupid stuff every week. And
All
Brian
the
gets it.
time.
This is perfectly fine.
makes
We're from
magic.
different eras. See, when I grew up, like that was what we just had every day. We just
It's
garbage,
fruit
just
punch.
sugar garbage.
Just Sunny
It's
D.
not
Yeah.
that different.
Well, you guys grew up like drinking water, right?
Oh, why?
No?
Did you grow up drinking lead? Like, what are you talking about, dude?
I mean, I'm from the 80s, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know-
Yes.
yeah, we drank poison and it was considered healthy. You
Have you
guys
ever
were
seen a
told to
car
drink
seat
water.
from the 80s? It's like a high chair at a restaurant. That's it. They're just like, we're going to take our chances with this full generation of people. Just a freaking high chair and a seatbelt. That's
Mark
it.
would get home from school and his parents would be like, "Here's some diet asbestos in a can."
Yeah,
Chug this.
Sunny D
Yeah.
and paint chips. I
That's,
mean,
you know,
nothing.
that was
nothing-
lunch.
Nothing better.
It's cool.
I was a '70s kid, so I just rolled around in the back seat.
Yeah.
Like
See,
on hard turns, you'd like roll, like woo.
and dude, we came out normal,
yeah, no,
right?
yeah,
Right?
Jordan,
Anyway,
how are
I'm-
you?
I'm good, man.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Don't be too concerned. Like, I'm,
Okay,
I'm good, man.
I want to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sure.
yeah, it's fine.
What so what do you hope they do with this like cap space?
Well,
Even though there's
that's
no
the
cap
thing. I think
space.
one of my favorite. Every team's fans starts any offseason being like, "Oh, what can they do? What can they do? What
Yeah,
can they
yeah.
do?" But there's no guarantee that they are going to do something. Now, in this
Uh-huh.
case, I guess that is so technically true. However, I am eternally fascinated by when teams do things where it's like, okay, well, now they actually have to do something else.
Yeah.
And now we can wait for something else to actually have to happen. Now, I know Grant is familiar with the like they have to do something.
got to do something. Baby.
And then sometimes they do something that's not the thing.
But
The San Francisco Giants are one end of an alley oop.
yeah,
What was that?
when we mentioned the Giants,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Say Lorenzo Kane.
Casual.
Lorenzo Giants.
Who's Lorenzo Giants?
I don't know. I had Lorenzo Kane and Giants at the same time.
We need Jake when he's not hepped up on goofballs.
I know.
Goofballs, hepped up on goofballs.
I can
but-
turn it down if you want.
Well, no, so I was just saying the Kendall Graveman trade, right? You know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah,
well,
but-
there's
but-
going to be another shooter drop, and there was. It's Dipoto, baby. He's
Yeah.
cooking. Let him cook.
Yeah, but again, like the optics are tough.
They're-
So-
But are they
No,
like?
that's true. I mean, like they could really use like something else to happen. Here at the
Yeah.
winter meetings.
I
right?
guess
They're
so. Here,
probably-
okay. Here's what why I was didn't have an emotional reaction to the Mariners.
I
trade.
wasn't. Yeah,
I know. I'm messing with you,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I got you.
because I look at it as like trading Suarez feels way more problematic for their 2024
yes.
than like basically Kelenic, who I understand
Sure.
that there was theoretically hope in there, but he was pretty terrible
Right.
after April. Gonzalez was hurt and not particularly good.
Yep.
The other guy hasn't been a big league, is just not, it doesn't seem to be a
Yep.
big leaguer. So it doesn't like change the, hey, if they don't do something in the outfield, this is a problem.
No, I
type
know. And
situation.
so, and again, that's why I'm going to go back to like, it's more of the like, wow, that is all happening. It's not like, oh, now they're going to lose 100 games. That
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah, yeah,
that's not the,
Yeah.
oh no, but it's again, even though like they clearly don't care for optics, right? And that is the job of front offices is to
Yeah.
not care for optics. And I get that. But whatever, the fans are stupid.
I actually found
So it's
the
fine.
trade more not confounding. I guess I'm curious to see what happens next from the Braves end of it, because paying, I think it's like $23 million was going to be reported. Paying $23 million to buy Jared Kelenic feels excessive, especially for a team like the Braves, who tend to not just casually toss around $23 million.
Well, if you believe the report that they're going to flip Marco Gonzalez,
which is Ken Rosenthal,
Ken Rosenthal,
reported.
and I
Yeah,
tend to
and that-
believe Ken Rosenthal's reporting. That's just
We all do around here.
that's just my take.
just so you
but
know, Mark's
Goddamn
his
well
boss
better.
now.
Yeah.
Mark thinks
Yeah.
Mark's going to care.
Mark thinks he's a hack.
Mark.
Did not say that. Hey,
Heard that here first.
hey, hey.
So if you believe that,
right.
right?
So that's what I'm saying is like, yes, I do believe
if that is followed through,
Gonzalez, and also that possibly
Like,
Kellenic
haven't
might
you
be in
made
the
enough
mix.
headlines lately?
I don't know what you're talking about. But you're right that like, why don't the Braves just give Tommy Pham 2 years and $16 million?
Yes, right.
Like that makes more sense.
Right. But if the idea is that if you are now being able to offer Marco Gonzalez to teams, it's like, hey, you want 175 innings, like kind of cost controlled. We got it for you as part of whatever deal we're making, whether it's Cease, Glass now, Burns, or
the White Sox call and they're like, you don't have enough that entices us.
Yeah.
Jared Kellenic is
correct.
A second piece that we would be
correct. Yeah. And that's the aspect that I'm really curious to see what becomes of it. And there's also too, like, there are some trades that are presented as like, oh, it's not going to it's not going to, there'll be another move coming. Don't worry. And then Matt Kemp is just the opening day right fielder for the Dodgers. And you're like, whoa, and he makes the All-Star team, it's just, there's a scenario where like that Marco Gonzalez like makes 20 starts or 25 starts for the Barbs next year with like a 3.2 ERA. Like it's all, so, but it's just it's one of those moves where you're like, we're refreshing, being like, there's got to be a little bit more going on here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so
What's
I think
next?
too, again, we all make up trades all the time, and none of them are ever close to right.
Right.
Who could have come up with this, right? And so that's the fun of it, but it's also part of the jarring nature of seeing it and being like, how did you land on this?
right.
I'll come
yeah.
up with the trade that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Marco Gonzalez to the Cardinals. Come on.
for Tyler O'Neill.
Yeah. I mean,
that feels like a good deal for the Braves.
Yeah, the Bars would do that. Yeah.
What chances you put at 54%?
On Marco Gonzalez?
54% chance that
Is it on a parlay?
Yeah. No, stop.
It's a joke about
Stop
the
it.
Mariners. 54%. I got it.
know,
Mark.
yeah.
Go ahead, Andy.
I felt like Poto got banged a little too hard for that one.
So in your mind, yes, because you know truths. You understand things about this game because you are around it all the time.
There's the head and the heart, baby.
The head and the heart. Jared DePoto said the quiet part out loud.
The quiet part out loud.
Said the quiet part out loud.
There were things in his presentation that I wouldn't have said the part about like fans should be grateful for
of course.
Like that's bad. But just the general idea of like, this is what we're trying to do. It's like, yeah, that's what teams are doing.
That's what teams are trying to do. But it is the callousness with which he said that and then followed it up with you should be happy with mediocrity.
I think that if they had won 92 games, fans would not care if he said something like 54%. I think it's just all the bounce of a baseball and them finishing in third instead of winning a division. Like, I mean, it's just always a play better thing.
Yeah, totally.
Like always.
I agree with that. I mean, I do think that the fans line was inexcusable, but like,
I agree that
the 54% start did get kind of blown out of proportion, but I understand it but again, it's when are you saying these things, right? And that's when it's again back to the optics.
I really struggle with the idea of it within an athletic context where in professional and competitive sports, we have the idea of striving for excellence, right? What is it? Doesn't it say like play like a champion today at Notre Dame? And the idea that someone working for a professional sports team would say, we're going to be up pretty good. Let's as an organization, like, let's try and be like, right. Let's try and be all right.
That's kind of like how I approach this podcast.
And life in general.
Yeah.
So maybe
most of this is okay.
relatable.
Suffice it to say, we get 46% of Grant more than 46% of the time.
But you see what I'm saying? Like it is.
I get
kind of
what
an
you're
odd
saying.
energy to kind of float out into the open.
Look, I think that a lot of fans would react more positively to the like, we're trying to win 150 games every year, type of thing. I think sometimes if you act, Steve Cohen kind of does this sometimes in New York, where he will just sort of kind of say things that are kind of matter of fact, and they're kind of presented as like, whoa, what? Like if they're only at 12% odds, they're gonna tear down this team. He's like, yeah, it'd be dumb to like try and push in on this, which like I think intellectually we're all just like, yeah, 12%. Let me do the math on that. What is that? What's that minus 100? Like, what is gonna, so I don't know. I think that as an organizational guidepost, it makes a lot of sense. As a public relations strategy 2 or 3 days after a season ending, not great. I also, feel like a lot of times in the media, we criticize people for being not forthcoming. And I think when you're forthcoming, and then you get banged for it. It's kind of like, why do I tell you guys like what I actually think? You know,
Yep.
like I don't know.
Why
Like
did he
it's always a
Why did he get rained out?
what?
Banged.
God,
It-
Christ.
Banged.
Is,
It's
this
you know,
is
it's
actually
baseball.
going worse than I expected.
Grand nose ball.
Yeah.
It really is.
This is about what I expected.
You guys have another topic? You host the pod, and you
What
didn't
is
ask
going
us
on?
anything.
What do you got? Like, there's nothing.
What do I got?
Yeah, what do you got?
Scoops.
I keep people keep asking me. They say, "Jake, you got any buzz?" And I say no. I say no, I don't. I don't. Why do you think things are so quiet?
It's Otani.
People are just waiting for Otani.
Yeah.
This is a movie, right? Waiting for Shohei.
Waiting for Shohei. Waiting for Boof.
What do you want to happen with Otani?
Him to sign
Would
today.
love that.
Well, no. I'm
In the next 10
you
minutes.
are different. You're different, Grant. But like, I'm
I
curious,
can
like, from
answer
an
that right
entertainment
now.
perspective. There's you as someone who makes a living off of people being interested in the sport. That is one aspect of it. And the answer to that is always the New York Yankees. We get that.
Well,
But I'm saying,
you
like,
want me to
from an-
map out how this would work best for our traffic? Is that what you're asking me? Well, okay, here it is.
No,
He
I'm
makes
not
it-
saying for the traffic. I'm saying, like, but from an entertainment perspective, what is the best outcome in your mind
I
for
want
Ohtani?
two teams to come tumbling out today, and then we got 12 hours. Oh my God, which one's it going to be? And then we get an answer tomorrow. That's it.
And who do you want that team to be?
I don't care. Like, it actually in this case does not matter to me. It does not.
Do you have an issue with the way that it has been handled?
We were just talking about this, like as far as the silence of it and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's not good for the sport.
It's
Yeah.
not good for the sport. There's no
It's not.
understanding of the theater that
Yeah.
there should be an entertainment. Like, and again, talking about people being forthright or acting a certain way and getting crushed. Like LeBron doing the decision
Mhm.
was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that was
Mhm.
so entertaining,
It's ahead of its time.
way ahead of its time.
Yeah, very
This
much so.
Shohei is doing the opposite of the decision.
Yep.
Right.
And it
Shohei
sucks.
doing it in the YMCA or whatever LeBron did it in.
That
right?
would be nice. Yeah,
That would
I
be
I
a real pivot.
That-
Can I ask? Yeah, go ahead.
What
Brian.
about like a gender reveal, but it's like a team? Like, you know, he like pops a
He
balloon.
takes a bat out.
And like there's Blue Jays.
Oh my God, it's the Blue Jays.
feathers, you know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
feathers go
It's
everywhere.
green and orange, or green and people are like green and orange.
but also like again, like I've reflecting on 2017, like we did get that first round of cuts
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
kind of theatric.
yeah. There was. Yeah, there was. There was
That
a
was
round.
kind
That
of
was
fun.
exciting.
That
Here's
was cool.
the
It was
teams.
like here's
who-
the seven.
Yeah,
Here's the final seven.
yeah.
and
We
then
don't
by
have
the end-
that.
Right,
Right
we don't
now.
even have. We have like three teams, and then it's like, oh, but who else?
Yeah, there's always a
That's-
mystery team.
College football recruiting does a very good job of this, right? Where they have the hats on
The
the,
hats,
table,
yeah.
and then there are always the videos of like the guy putting on the hat and then smiling and then like ripping it off, stomping on it. Then he picks up the Florida State hat.
Yeah, that
instead,
would.
right?
Yeah, if you
Like,
did
I
that with
want
a
that.
Dodgers hat or
But
something.
can
that would
this
be quite
okay?
a-
So then how does this get redeemed? What is this? Because I've been thinking about from the Dodgers' perspective
Yeah.
in particular, right? Because we've all just gotten so tired of speculating, we just shrug and say Dodgers, right? That seems to be the general industry consensus, even though it's based on, I think, very little
Nothing.
relatively.
Yeah.
But it's the best we could do, right? If he signs with the Dodgers, obviously it's a huge deal. But I have to imagine there's going to be some sort of a letdown of, oh, okay, yeah, yep.
There it is.
And right. Whereas I'm trying to think of what the outcome is where we are all beyond, it's just a huge, it expands again. Now,
Yeah.
obviously his decision is a big deal no matter what.
Mhm.
But do you kind of see what I'm getting at? I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to think of
think
how
that-
we spice this back up.
I think that the Braves really would fit that because it would be shocking.
Last year with Judge was such a obvious outcome.
Yeah.
But the road was tumultuous
Well,
and insane enough that we were compelled by it.
Well,
Yeah.
to the extent that Otani has, favored secrecy, Judge like purposely tried to have the most he had like planted videographers and
He's like flying into Oracle Park,
Yeah.
with the Howard Stern Fartman costume, you know, just like trying to
he
get all the
just,
headlines.
Like give him credit, man. He stared the Yankees down and got the
Yeah, and he
deal
won.
that he
Yep.
felt he was worth, and good for him. He played it the way that it made sense for him to play it to get what he wanted, and so that was a lot more fun than this just kind of
Well, and like I don't even know what to make of the report. He'll hold it against you if they know you're meeting with you. What does that even mean? Like, I'm trying to like parse the motivation potentially behind that. Like, I'm trying to logic that out.
I don't think anyone knows what his
I don't either. Yeah.
psyche is, what he's
Right.
trying to accomplish, in part because again, like I know fans don't care about this, but he has not spoken to reporters since August. And so we're all sort of speculating based on second hand, third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand speculation. And I think that that's purposeful. Now, they have determined that this is the best route to both keep their client satisfied and to get the contract they desired. And probably they're going to be successful. I think that's more going to be because of his talent than because of the methodology. Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to, meet theoretically your client's whims, and you're also trying to, basically you're trying to get him the deal that he's looking for, this approach makes some sense. It's just like not interesting to write.
Are we just going to get
are
we just going to get a press release from the Braves that just says the Atlanta?
We talked.
You talked about, you made this joke.
Yeah.
The Atlanta, and he has to donate 1% of $700 million to the Atlanta Braves Foundation.
Yeah, we talked about. I was trying to get odds on
75
what
to
are
1
the
on the
odds that
board.
the Braves break this on Twitter, just at Braves.
It's for entertainment.
Well, okay, so
purposes,
let's
75 to 1.
I'm curious about that side of things, because remember the way that the flow of information went last time was CAA basically tweeted out that it was the Angels before many members of the Angels front office knew that he had selected the Angels. And that was because the contract details didn't matter at that point, because it was also given.
It was a rookie deal.
It was a rookie deal, and it was the max bonus. It was like 2.15 or whatever.
Yeah.
So thinking back on that, where like CAA just tweeted it out, like, what do you think?
There's a good chance that it will just be announced by CAA.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
now
but
there are challenges because there's physicals involved and it's all that.
And it's the biggest contract in baseball history in theory. So like, how do you get through that without anybody?
Right. There will also be conversations between the team signing him and MLB officials of like, hey, so here's how we structured this. Does that make sense? Because this isn't going to be like, hey, 1 year, $10 million. Like you get $10 million for 1 year. It's going to be a complicated deal, I think, whether it involves opt-outs, incentives. I mean, maybe it'll just be, 12 years, 700 million, but like most likely it's going to be a pretty complicated thing. And so that will require conversations between the league office and the signing team. And so, that's another way that like theoretically information could get out. But like, I don't know. We're not at that stage where those conversations are happening, to my understanding.
Mark, what's making you happy in the world of baseball right now? What's filling your tank?
Well, I'm sitting here right here with you. That's what makes me happy.
He's got a phone call with the president in like 5 minutes.
He's got a hard
out.
He's got a hard out at 4:30.
Hard out.
All right, but we have 45 minutes on in a little bit. But how much of this is going to be edited out? What's your ratio?
Minutes.
Like
Grant,
5.
can you take a small bite of the chicken?
Yeah, no,
you don't want to eat that.
No, I had to, because this is for the championship game. Okay.
Oh, that's way too
That's
big.
a big
Grant,
bite,
that
big
was
dog.
way, Grant. That was too big.
We'll see Grant in a couple minutes.
Yeah, right. Mark, you want to take a bite
No,
for your call?
Nope, I'm good.
Pretty crazy.
Oh,
that
this
stuff.
is bad. Grant, don't.
All right, this has been episode number 76 of the Roundtable.
I love what you guys do sometimes.
Sometimes.
That was funny. That got me.
Yeah.
We have a podcast too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
we have.
Promote.
Thank you so much. If you liked this for some reason, if you're listening to this baseball podcast, chances are you listen to other ones.
What's funny about Jake doing this promo is people listening it will have heard 45 seconds of Jake talking because everything else got edited out.
If you liked the little snippet that you heard of me talking, you can hear a full hour of it on Baseball Barbacast Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then Jordan also talks on that.
Yeah. And at the winter meetings, we're going 2 times a day. I don't know how often you slackers are recording.
Wow.
But also, we probably will need more news for this to actually
good luck
sustain. But yeah, I mean, Baseball Barbacast, join us.
Really, though, all three of you are very nice and kind people and have been kind to us in various ways over the years. And we're very thankful. Why you're eating. Like I'm trying to be sappy and you're eating chicken. So we'll go now.
Him. I mean, unbelievable.
Hey, thank you. Jake.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
I love you. I love you guys.
I genuinely do. Thank you.
And when I make a joke where I say I don't know which one of you is which, it's from the heart.
Can you believe what happened with Jordan and Orlando Arcia during October? That was crazy.
Thank you for listening to the Roundtable.
You want to? Or is it?
I think we'll be back on Wednesday.
No, I love you guys on high heat. No, cut that.
All right, episode 76 of the Roundtable. We will be back Wednesday, and there had better be some goddamn news. All right, we'll see you then. Thanks for listening.